Hey, what is up guys, this is Surge Vapor here, and I'm bringing you a video today about the best class setup of the week. So, right now I'm using the Dingo, but I will be shortly using the M8, and the reason why I'm using the Dingo is because I needed 10 more kills to get it gold, and I believe I'll be using the Dingo for about like 3 minutes. But the M8, about the M8, it is probably the best guns in the game. It's been in BO2 and I loved it. That was an overpowered gun. All the MLG players use it, and it's just a really good gun. And I believe the best sight for it is an ELO sight. When you use an ELO sight, it is extremely accurate. Like, I'm using an ELO sight on the Dingo right now, and I am usually always hitting my shots with an ELO sight on my gun. And for your other attachments, I would use quick draw and stock, because you always want to be fast, like aiming down your sights fast and moving while you're aiming. You got to be that fast. And it's usually good for rushing, and I love to rush, and it's a charm. I love it. And perk 1, I believe it should be Ghost, because, well, enemy team always gets a UAV usually, and they won't be able to see you if you're using it, or if they're using a UAV. And it is extremely helpful for getting score streaks. Or you could use Flat Jacket, and Flat Jacket, it protects you from explosive devices like grenades, C4, etc., and that's really extremely helpful. In perk 2, I use Fast Hands, and Fast Hands usually helps you. You have quicker aiming after sprinting, and I love to sprint a lot and rush. So, and like I said, you gotta be fast, and that's what I usually use. And perk 3, this is probably the most important perk section there is. You gotta have Blast Suppressor and Awareness or Dead Silence. And with Blast Suppressor, you know, when you don't have Blast Suppressor, you can see, like, on the map, it'll show up as a red circle, I believe, and they will see you. The enemy team will see you, and when you use Blast Suppressor, it's extremely helpful, because when you have it on or equipped, the red circle won't appear on the minimap, and the enemy team will not see you, and it is extremely quiet. And with Awareness, if you have like a really good headset like me, it's a charm. You can hear the enemy team from like a mile away, and you'll still be able to get the kill. And then there's Dead Silence, which is an extremely good perk too, because, well, you can still hear the enemy team, but not as loud as Awareness, and your footsteps will be silent. Like when you're running on the walls, they won't hear that ching ching ching, you know, they won't be able to hear that, so that's really good. And which I believe, what specialist you should use, I believe it's probably the best specialist in the game is the Ripper. Like you saw there, you can lunge really far. It's like Commando Pro, if you guys know what that is, which I'm pretty sure most of you do. And you guys all know that Commando Pro was a bitch, and it was. And it's just, I love Commando Pro, but when you use the Ripper, it's basically bringing me back to MW2. It is so much like that. And then what I use for score streaks is usually UAV, Hellstorm, and Raps when I play Team Deathmatch. Well, though I prefer those for Team Deathmatch, and I usually always get those 3. And for Safeguard, I'd say UAV, Wraith, and Hater, because then like if you get a hater and they'll be all around the robot, you'll be able to see where their direction is and where they're spawning, because you can easily spawn trap in that game mode. Sorry, and then you can easily get quad feeds. I almost got a couple quad feeds here with hater, I believe, and it's an awesome score streak. And with the Wraith, sorry, it's basically a stealth chopper. I'm pretty sure all of you know what a stealth chopper is. It's basically, it's silent. It's kind of like a suppressor, like the minigun has on it. But with the Wraith, it kind of, it basically disappears. Like, it goes invisible, and the enemies won't see it, and then it'll just pop out of nowhere and kill them. So, anyways, guys, this is the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I strongly suggest this class setup I suggested in this video. So thank you guys, and enjoy the rest of the video.